and you don't need no makeup. Original cute body make a man mad. Woman you cute, and you don't need no makeup. Original cute body make a man mad. Eyeliner, funny face and make man mad up. Nose powder, funny face and make man mad up. Like your eyebrow, funny face and make man mad up. Got your lipstick, funny face and make man mad up. Woman in nice broad face, and a nice hip.
Hey, everybody! What you up to? Go ahead in the comments. Let us know you're here. Be sure that you are giving StreamYard permission. If you've never done it, do it. If you've done it, it should come up again. It should be okay, but just it's real simple. StreamYard.com/Facebook. Yeah, that's all you got to do. And that way we know you're here. Charlie knows who's talking. Is on my chat screen here. It does not tell me who it is unless you've given permission. So we have to be able to see that you're here. We have some great training tonight. So right away, I'm going to ask you guys to go ahead and tag your friends. Let them know to get on here with us. That's right, everybody. Tonight is some great training coming up for you. You want to make sure that you tag your friends, let them know that we are on live here and we are getting ready to share some great training with them. Take that one off there. There we go. Make sure you leave a comment before you go. And also remember that we are also on YouTube at youtube.com/@hooray_sales. That is our public channel. So that way, if you have someone that you've been wanting them to check it out, or maybe you have a friend who's not on Facebook, this is a great way to do it. You can, it's kind of fun because you can get a big screen really easily there. And you can see everything that's going on. So it's great to have you here with us tonight. And what I want to do is ask each and every one of you right now in the comments to go ahead and tell us something that you are excited about. Maybe you added another party. Maybe you are talking to someone about joining you in the business. Maybe you are having great success with those Cervalier Bowl towers or the mix-in stores, all these great products that we have. It is birthday month. Can you believe that? I am so excited about birthday month. So welcome, everybody. My name is Marsha Brown. We have some great training for you tonight. So like I said, be sure to tag your friends and say, get your over here, because we want you on tonight so that you can go, yay, Jen, a party submission going in tomorrow. That's awesome. Donna Joe added 2 parties and it's got a recruit prospect. Fantastic. Jean, glad to have you on here with us tonight. All right, so let's go ahead and get started because, you know, I always like to start with a quote for the night. And let me see if I can get my, we'll be seeing what we got going here. There we go. Okay, let me grab that. There we go. All right, so our quote for this evening to get us started. This comes from a wonderful person, Rochelle, I can't even think tonight. I can't even talk. Thank you. I can't see my whole screen. There he goes. Rochelle Goodrich. There we go. So to be the best version of yourself, to reach your greater potential, make the very best choices possible. Now, I'm going to start with that because, you know, we all have within us a seed of greatness. Actually, we have seeds of greatness, and we are all here to flourish and to thrive. And the key is that we have all these choices every single day of what we can do with the time that we have. And with all the potential that is in us, we need to dig deep and we need to make good choices so that we can be the best version of ourselves. So what does that mean? Put forth your highest efforts in everything you do. Don't do it halfway. Don't do it a little way. Don't say maybe tomorrow. Every single day, when you get out of that bed, I want you to get up and say, today I am destined for greatness and I have great things to do. I have the opportunity to make a difference in someone's life. And that is one of the great benefits of our business. I was talking with our directors last night and about that, and about the fact that every single day we have a choice to make a difference in somebody's life for the better. And it's all about whether we help a host to get free Tupperware, whether we help someone start a business that can help them make the goals that they want for their life, whether it is that we're able to be able to just, you know, put a great product in somebody's house. every day, put forth the highest effort in everything that you do. And then number 3, be intentionally productive with the time that you have. You see, in every single moment, we have choices, and we can choose to do the easy thing. We can choose to do the difficult thing. But the most important choice is to do the thing that gets us the best results. And that also means to focus on making choices about things that we're in control of. Spending time talking about what ifs or what might not happen or what could happen, or complaining about things that we have no control over, does not help us, and it is not productive. So be intentionally productive with the time that you have, and work always to do your best, because your best is you. Your best is what comes from deep inside of you, that great potential in you. Your best is not what somebody else is doing. Your best is not to try to be what somebody else is. Your best is to be the best version of you. And so I really want you to focus on that. I want you to focus, as we head into this birthday month, on bringing forth the best in you to deliver the best month you've ever had, because that is going to give you the greatest rewards as well. All right. So speaking of that, it is birthday month. Officially, it is here. Yay. And we're so excited about it. And, every single birthday month, my goal is always, I want to do better than we've ever done before. And sometimes we have to kind of step back from that and say, okay, maybe we won't do better than we did before. Because I'll be honest, back in 2020, when we were all in lockdown and the world shifted in such a way, we had our biggest May ever. And we did, like $500,000 in a month, which is crazy, right? But we also had in that 6 weeks or 8 weeks prior to it, because we kind of locked down the second week of March, and then we went, we had a little bit of a bubble going on, and then April started coming in strong, and May went ballistic. We had welcomed over 150 people in those 6 weeks before to come and join us in Tupperware, because they were looking for a way to make money too. And so, I have to look at things as what they are. And so right now, today, we don't have quite the team that we had in 2020. We don't even have quite the team that we had in 2022. But you know what? We have a great team, because you guys are making great productivity, and we have a great activity rate. And because of that, I believe we can make this goal. So one of the things that I always say, look at what your best is. Do you know what the best is you've ever done? What's the biggest month you've ever had? If you know it, go ahead and maybe put that in the comments. Say, my best month I ever had was this. And because I want people to see, I want you to know, see, whatever's been done before is possible. Just like I said, we had a $500,000 month. So I know it's possible. I just know that we have some things we have to do to get that ready. But the more we get it to our personal level, the more control we have. So with that in mind, what is your biggest month you've ever had? Go ahead and jot it in the comments. I'd love to see. We want to all see, what your biggest month ever is that you've had. And then I also want you to start thinking about what might be the biggest. What did you do last year? If you were here last year in May. If you were here last year in May, what did you do last year in May? If you look at this last year, or even the last 4 months, what was the biggest you've done so far this year? Whatever that is, I want you to pick a number that is bigger than what you think you can do. I mean, like bigger than what you've done before. And with that in mind, bigger than what you did last month, bigger than what you did this year, bigger than what you did in the last 12 months. Pick a goal that you can stretch for, because it's never good to just settle for the least that we can do. So pick a goal that's going to make you stretch, that's going to give you a place to grow and help you bring forth the greatest potential within yourself. So as we said that, our goal is to do better than Tupperware gave us a goal based on beating last year's May. And I said, I really believe we can do that, but I want us to take a little bit bigger step, because it's been a challenging 12 months that we've had here. So I want us to have a little bit of a step up as we head into this. And because this month is not only Tupperware's 77th month as a company, 75th year of the Tupperware party. It is also the 70th year that we have had the privilege of having Charlie Brown with us. Because that's right, guys, this month is Charlie Brown's birthday, and it's his 70th birthday. And so I felt it was appropriate that we focus on doing a goal for Charlie. Can we do that? What do y'all think about that? Do y'all think it's a good idea to do a goal for Charlie? Yeah, I think so too. Wow, Colleen, 5,000 personal. See, I think that is huge. And that, that shows that we can all stretch a little bit to get to those numbers. So this month, we are shooting for $170,000. Now, that's equivalent to about 350 parties over the course of the month. The month is 5 weeks. And so that works out to be about 70 parties a week. So where do we find 70 parties a week within our whole company? I mean, I'm not asking each of you to do that, right? But I bet some of you could probably do 7 in a week, maybe just 5 in a week, maybe 7 for the month. Pick a number of what you're going to aim for. And 70 parties in a week can be parties that you do in home, which is like so much fun. And everybody that's doing their in-home parties right now is having sales of over $1,000. I'm going to share an easy thing you can do at a party to demonstrate our products and to create big sales at your parties a little bit later tonight. We can do Zoom parties where they can see us working in the kitchen and we can talk to them actually live, just like, right face to face. We can do catalog parties, scroll parties where we fix things and they take it to work and they gather orders. We can go to people's offices and do that. We can do texting parties where we send text. The host sets up a little group text and, group chat in a text, and we send it out to several people at the same time. We can have messenger parties. Shannon Daniel shared with you a few wees ago, a great way to do that. We have a mock party set up for messenger parties. Those are something you can start literally today and do, or start tomorrow morning and have finished on Wednesday. They're very quick and fast turnarounds. They're like instant parties. And we have that mock party for that. And we also have Facebook parties. And Facebook parties take so many different sort of different forms. They can be in events, they can be in groups, but the format of every kind of party that we do is very similar. And the format of our Facebook parties is very similar as well. But so many times people tell me, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to do it. Well, you don't have to worry, because you don't have to reinvent the wheel. We have a pro that is going to teach you how to do that. And I want to bring her on right now with me. This is our incredibly amazing director, Aubree Stebbins. Aubree has been with us since a little before 2020. She came in the fall of 2019. She became a director, very quickly after she discovered what Tupperware could do. And she has done 99.9% of her parties through Facebook, right? Isn't that right, Aubree? I think you've done like maybe one in-home party.
I've got one coming up, but yes, majority on Facebook. And then when I moved back kind of closer to home, I started doing vendor events on the weekend. So, but I still do my Facebook parties.
She does Facebook parties. And how many did you tell me you dated just this week?
So I have 7 parties going on this week.
This week, right now, 1 week, 7 parties.
Yep.
So see, guys, if she can do 7 parties in a week.
And I have a full-time job, and I had a vendor event last weekend, and I have a vendor event this weekend. So you can still do it.
So to be able to do, especially because Facebook parties, you can do them right there from your computer. You don't have to leave home to go do them, right? You can do them from your phone, all that kind of stuff. Well, guys, you're going to be so happy that you're here, because Aubree is going to share with you how she goes about doing that. And she's going to walk you through it. So I want you to get your paper and pen ready so you can take down these notes. But we're also going to share with you where to go look to be able to do this, because Aubree has created a group for us. It's our Hooray Sales Mock Party. And you can find it on Facebook, and we're going to actually change it so it says Hooray Mock Party, I think, so we can make it easy for you to get there. But she is actually going to walk you through it. So I am going to add this onto the screen, and I'm going to turn it over to Aubree. So take it away.
All right. Well, just like I use this exact same thing in my parties. That is what I'm doing this week. And so I had originally started this and I was using it for myself. And I was like, why not share with everyone else? Because this makes everyone's life so much easier. Like I said, I work a full-time job on top of doing Tupperware. I do it for fun on the side, but it definitely has more in mind for me than what I had originally thought. So the Hooray Company Mock Party, you need to be a member of Hooray Sales to be a part of it. And so that is one thing. Just try not to share it with anyone else, because we want to make sure Facebook is weird about everyone using the same thing. So if we limit it to just us, we will be fine. So when you go to the Hooray Company Party page, in the featured, you're going to find this post that has all of the links. And it's also going to be right here. It's going to be the second one. And when I originally created this, I had done past events, or I had done events, and then you could find them in past events. Well, Facebook keeps changing things, and so there was not an easy way to get to those past events anymore. So instead, I copied all the links. So this post here, again, it's in the pinned, but this one has every single day for the mock party. So for instance, you click on day 1, you're going to find all the posts that I do in day 1. You're going to click into the event, and again, the date's going to be in the past. That's because it was a past event set up, but I update this every single week as we party along. And so the thing is, when you get to the event, scroll to the bottom and work your way up. That's the easiest way I found to keep things in order. So again, I try and keep this as up to date as I can, because I'm using it as well. So you just scroll to the bottom, and you can copy and paste and save the picture and post it into your event. So you'll find everything that I use on mine in here. For example, like this, it has my intro post. You obviously want to make it your own. But other than that, pretty much everything else you can copy and paste. Again, you want to make sure you have your own party link on there if you're sending them to a link to shop. But other than that, our catalog link is the same for everyone, so you can use that. And again, I just keep this updated. So again, you're going to see it's a past event. That is totally okay. I go in and I update those posts. And so the same, you're going to see day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5. As you start using these, you'll notice that I have kind of themes for each day. And so like day 2 is showcasing our specials. Day 3 is, I think it's like, it shows off the cold brew, and then it shows off like your drinkware. Day 4 was your lunches or on the go. Day 5 is your storage. Day 6 is kitchen tools, and day 7 kind of a little bit of everything else. Our party days in there, and then I also update the host info. So again, you're going to find all this in the Hooray sales page when Marsha updates like the host info and what the specials are when your new consultant joins. But I also incorporate it into the party as well. And so that is the mock party. Again, this is pinned up here. If I go back one more, it's going to be pinned under the features, as well as it's like the second post on here. So again, you'll find all the days. You go in, you scroll to the bottom of each day, and you can copy and paste into your. And I know some people ask, how do you post? Me personally, I go in about once an hour as I get up to use the bathroom from work. I will do my post for the day. Not for the day, sorry, for that time frame. But you can post them all in the morning. You can post them all in the evening. Facebook kind of likes it when you do various times throughout the day. So it's completely up to you and whatever works best for you. And then real quick, I'm going to go through, Marcia had talked. Oh,
Yeah, Aubree, before you talk about the dating game,
yes.
because I think this is so huge, but I just want to make sure everybody, I'd ask if there's any questions. I haven't seen any questions. So guys, if you do have questions, put those in the comments. And of course, Aubree will also be checking back later to see if there's any questions. But one of the things I just want to, because I think she has done such an amazing job and she deserves a lot of kudos for this, because she does this for all of us every single month. And this is a huge undertaking that she's done. So she's got it already set up for you. Each day you just click on each day, and then you basically copy and paste, so you just copy what she did and put it into your party, and then it makes it super simple and super easy for you. But the key is you each day just stick with the days, and that way you make sure you cover everything in there. You do have to be part of our Hooray Sales Company, and that so that you can join because they're like a connected group, and you have to be a member of that to be able to be a member of this. We are also going to be adding another event within this that's going to have all of the messenger party posts, because a lot of folks have had are not part of Telegram and haven't been able to access that. So we're going to be updating it. So you've got that there too. But just, if you have any questions about what she's done, this can be really easy. One of the questions here, and maybe Aubree, someone had asked, was, do you let's see if I can get that to pop on there. There we go.
Yep.
Yeah, there we go.
So
Okay.
I personally do events, just because, again, I like everything to stay in order. And so it's just a little bit of my OCD. So I do events, but you can do groups too. Honestly, it's up to everyone's preference. There is no right or wrong way to do it. It's whatever you are most comfortable with. The fact that I have 7 parties going this week, I would not be able to keep track of 7 groups. So therefore my events, like, I can go to my calendar on Facebook and they're all right there. And so it's just easier. It keeps them all right there for me. And then it's got a start and an end date, which is nice. You can post after it ends. But I like that Facebook notifies them, hey, it started. And then it also notifies them that the party's ending. And it's all right there in my calendar. So for me, events are, especially when I'm doing so many in the same week, events work best for me.
Yeah. And just, you're going to talk about the dating things too, but guys, when you get down there, she's also got some tips on how to host coach on the page there. So like, what do you say to your host, and what do you encourage your host to do so that you get the best results? And then you also have, like the final day, like during the party, these are the things to post during the party as also. Is that not correct?
Yep.
See, like, look at this, guys. She's giving you everything you need.
Yep. It's got word choices, things that you can do for your to tell your host, images you can give your host. That way they can post on their own wall. Tips to have the best party. Yep. It's all right.
Everything that you need. So there is no excuse for somebody to not know how to do a Facebook party with this. I mean, pretty much. It's like, and I know for me, one of the things that I did is I made folders on my computer. And I know, like, I think Terry and Tara both do a lot of stuff on their phones. And so they use they have a Google Drive that they keep on their phone, and they add all the things to that. But I just set up little folders and I have a day 1 folder, day 2 folder, day 3 folder. And I've saved what you've shared with us on my computer by day. And then all I have to do is update the monthly specials. Once you've done that, I just add that to my thing, because it's easier for me to grab it from there and post it over. And so that's the thing, guys. You've got the information there. Use it the way it works best for you. You may want to just copy it from here and then take it over and put it in your party and go back and forth. Figure out what you want to do. I know Corinne Brown had shared with you guys about boards, BOARDS. It's an app that you can actually have everything there, and then you can just click on your phone if you're using boards, and it'll automatically post it into your party as also. So there's lots of different other tools. We'll continue sharing all these great tools with you, but this is the key, is that you've got to get in there and you've got to do it, because unless you do it, you're not going to understand it. But I'm going to turn it back over to Aubree, because she has going to share with you what she's been doing. And that's how she's got 7 parties this week, and another probably, I don't know, 15 more for the rest of the month already going on. So take it away, Aubree.
Yes. So I know some of you, if you've been in for a while, you've heard me talk about this pick a balloon game or pick a number game. It's Tupperware's birthday month, so why not do a pick a balloon? There are multiple images here. So I actually just made it easier for everyone, just because, again, this is what I'm personally doing. So if it's easier, if this makes my life easier, it's going to make someone else's life easier. So I went ahead and copied the link here. So this is the album on the Hooray sales page, where you're going to find all the different images. There's 90 plus images here. If you go further down, there's more pick a balloons with multiple different backgrounds. Pick one of those. So in the comments here, all of my word choices are here, exactly word for word what I did. So I picked a balloon post. I put it on my personal Facebook page, and in it, it said Tupperware celebrating 77 years in business this May. That means it's almost birthday month. It's May now, so you can change it and say that means it is Tupperware's birthday month. I'm ready to celebrate in Tupperware style. Pick a balloon and watch for a message from me with a surprise behind it. And so I go exactly what the words choices that I give are. So when they comment a number, I send them a direct message in Messenger, and this is what I say. I change it to include their name and then what balloon they picked. And the goal behind this is to date parties. I'm not going to lie, I went into birthday month having, yes, I've booked my weekends for vendor events. So I have 5 vendor events this month, but I had 1 party dated for this month. That was it. I set my goal at having 10 parties. And within the first, I don't know, 2 hours of having this balloon post up, I had my 10 parties dated. Like Marcia said, I have 7 going this week. I have 3 next week. And then um, that's how I was able to book my parties. And then I also, as you continue here, so simply if they say no, here's your word choices. If they say maybe later, here's word choices. So I have exactly what I would say to them here. The other thing that I've done, and this has worked amazing for me in the past, and this is actually what I have going right now too, is an alternate that if they say no, they aren't interested in party, I have a party set up that I will add them to. So I'm running a 7-day birthday bash right now. And I'm just doing it for 7 days just because that's what worked for me. You can do it however you want. But everyone that said no or didn't respond, I sent them back something. Um, it, like this, my exact words. If not, no worries. I've got a special for you. I will be running a week-long event to show off all the brand new specials going on. Would you like an add to my party? So I followed up about, I don't know, later in the day. So if I sent them a message earlier in the morning, hadn't heard back anything, I sent them this and asked them if they wanted to add into the birthday bash party that I had running this week. I have probably 40 people that are in that, and all of them have clicked going because that is um, they were only invited if they participated in this. It wasn't just everyone. I did add that link into my VIP group. That way anyone else can join if they want. But I strictly tried to do it for those that had commented on my wall and said that they or they picked a balloon. So that's an alternate you can do with the dating game. Again, the whole my main goal of this was to get parties dated, which I did, as well as I have that birthday bash party set up. That way I am getting sales and getting people seeing those new specials that are going on. And honestly, I've had 2 people after they've seen some of the specials, they changed their mind and said, okay, I do want to date a party. So one of them booked for starting on Thursday and another one booked for the 18th. So because they seen the new sales, they changed their mind and said, yes, I want to try and earn some Tupperware. So
this is just so incredible. Now, a couple questions that I want to make sure that,
yes.
because I know this is not, you did not do this in your VIP group.
No,
You actually did this on your public page, correct?
on my personal Facebook page.
Because guys, you need to understand that there's a couple of different ways that you work Facebook, and if everything you're doing is just in your VIP group, you're actually going to probably not get very far, because what you've done is you've just saturated the same people over and over and over.
Yep.
So you've got to use your public profile to get new contacts, and then those people can be funneled over to your VIP group for other things. But do you have a Tupperware business page on Facebook?
I do. Yep. And
Okay.
I'm not gonna, and actually this is the first time I created my 7 days birthday bash party as an event on my business page. I've never done an event there. That's actually running a Facebook event. And so it's public. That means anyone can join it. That means I don't have to be their friend for them to be able to join. They don't have to be part of my VIP group for them to be able to join. And so I just did that because, one, I wanted to see what it was going to be like. I have a lot of people that follow my business page that I've never interacted with it yet, but they've seen my stuff. They've seen some of the ads that I ran. And so they're in this party. So I'm hoping that this will be their point of contact to maybe see what else is out there, maybe have a party. I know I just had a lady, she changed her mind. She's from Maine. I've never met her before. She happened to see one of my Facebook ads, and she is having a party because she hasn't seen Tupperware in forever. So that is a whole new contact, whole new network that I might be able to expand in just from doing it on my business page.
Okay, so let me just make sure that everybody understands this, because guys, if we're talking today about the greater potential and thinking differently and doing things that you've never done before. So Aubree has a personal profile, just like anybody who joins Facebook, you have your personal profile. That's her, where her friends and family and all those people hang out. Yep. She has also created a Tupperware with Aubree Facebook business profile, which it's a whole different animal because the rules of it are a little bit different, and it gives you a way to interact with people who are not your friends yet.
Yep.
And then that way people can invite their friends to it that she's not friends with. So it's going to give her, but it's public. It's not private. So on this public page, of course, you only post the things that are current things that Tupperware's doing. This is not where you do your special sales and stuff. This is what you do to promote whatever Tupperware's doing. And then she also has her VIP group, which is a private group for her special, hey, I've got this extra item if anybody wants it, kind of things. But the thing that she also mentioned, and if you have not ever done this, I really want you to look into it and check it out, because you have used Facebook ads. And I know sometimes people have said, oh, it was just a waste of my money, but you've really learned how to use Facebook ads to target a specific group of people. And it has given you some really great returns. Would you just share that real quickly?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. The most I've ever spent on a Facebook ad is $10, and it's usually 4 or 5 days. If you get one sale from that, usually your return is right there. And so Facebook actually has done something very nice with the ads, where they kind of give you a suggested target market. And so I honestly have started utilizing what algorithms they have built in, and just kind of leaving it open. You can run ads to where your like the friend or the people that like your business page see it, and then similar pages to that. I do that sometimes if it's something that I know that many people will like. But for instance, like the Servaliers right now, I have an ad. Again, I think it's $10, and I did it for 4 days. So I have it ending. Started it on Thursday. It ended or ends today, and I've already had 3 people purchase, place orders from that. They place more than just the Servalier order. So, and it's just because they seen that post. And then it also gives you the option, which is super nice. If anyone likes your post, you can go in and invite them to like your business page. Again, they don't have to be your friend, but it gives them a chance to stay connected to your page for a future order, for a future look. And they might see things that you post in the future and place an order if they didn't now.
Love it. I love it.
And then
So
again,
guys, go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, and again, I had, this is honestly the first time I've had a couple people, I actually had 2 people reach out to me about hosting a party just from an ad. It's usually sales, but this time it's ad, this time it's parties, which is an even bigger return than just a sale.
Yeah. So, I mean, guys, it's so important that you understand what you have available to you, the power of Facebook. And, so she's using this public business profile to expand her reach, to reach more people that maybe she didn't know. And then she's using her events, she's like the party, using that to get the events and the party set up. And she's running her own private party along with it, or it's actually her event party on her business page is public. But the thing is that you never stop when somebody tells you no. And I love that this is what you do, Aubree. Okay, I want you to sell Tupperware with me. You don't want to sell Tupperware with me? Okay, I want you to have a party with me. You don't want to have a party with me? Okay, you want to come to a party? And then it's like you keep offering something. And then with the opposite one, okay, now I've got them interested in the product. Now maybe they're interested in more products. Now come join my page. Now that you're in my page, hey, look what else you can do. And it's working every angle of it and working smarter, not harder. Because as Aubree said, she works a full-time job, guys. And that is exactly, Cynthia, what it means to boost your post. If and you can just decide you're going to do it on your own. And a lot of times they'll throw in a little special. We'll give you $10 off the next ad that you do. So it kind of makes you do it. You can control what money they spend on it. Because I want to just share with you, Aubree, as she says, works a full-time job. Okay. She is able to run her business. And Aubree is one of only 5 people in our entire company that are on pace for the constellation of stars. That is one of our premier recognitions that happen at Jubilee. It means that you have sold no less than $1,500 each month during the period of the qualification, which was, it runs for 6 months at a time. And so she has, really maximized that. But not only is she one of only 5 that are on pace to be in the constellation stars, she's one of only three who are in the highest category, the supernova category. And that means they are the top sellers in this program. And so kudos to you, Aubree, for your amazing performance. Thank you always, always, always for sharing your talents with each and every one of us, because we are all better together. And so guys, show her all your love. And thank you, Aubree. If you have any questions, guys, drop them in the comments and Aubree will be happy to check back with those. But thank you so much, Aubree. Bye. All right, guys. So we were going to quickly go on. If you do have questions, go ahead and put that in there. Want to mention just a couple of the wrong post there. Let me go back a page. I had this one out of order. With all of the host offers that we have going on right now, there is no reason not to be able to date parties. And think about some of these things. Like if you could post the picture of the cake taker and, like who remembers, what can you do with your cake taker? What kind of cake would you bring in your cake taker, which gets the conversation started. Then you can do your balloons and you get people to pick the things, and you can show them, hey, with $350 in sales, 2 bookings, you can get a cake taker for $10. Plus you can get $35 in free Tupperware. Plus you can get this booking bonus and thank you gift. So you can get these 4 bowls. You could post pictures of this host gift special, the entire set, because there's a lot of people, and I know Aubree and I were talking yesterday, and she was saying that she's had so many people ask about the 10-ounce and 20-ounce silverware bowls that she was able to turn right around and say, well, look, why don't you just have a party? Then you can get that 4-piece set that you're wanting to buy for $59, plus you can get the large bowl, plus you can get the canisters, plus you can get the 10-ounce bowls, plus you can get the 20-ounce bowls. And she's been able to use that to help her date those parties too. So you have so much offered to you to work with. Get out there and do it. One of the other things that, of course, we've got going on that ends this week on Wednesday is our Silverware towers and our canister sets. I want to impress on you, anytime we have a 1-week special, these, even though they say it's a 1-week offer, it is also while supplies last, because we get a certain quantity of these made and in. When they sell out, we don't have them anymore. This is an old mold. This is, like the molds that we use, they're like 60 tons of metal, and they are made to last, the earliest, one of the earliest molds I've ever seen is like 70 years old. So these molds are, they're designed to last, they're used over and over, but as technology changes, the speeds of the machine changes. This is an old mold. We've been making bowls with this mold since the 1970s. And so it's a slow moving mold. So to make these takes a lot of time. So it's not like we can just crank up the mold and start making more. Whatever's made, that's kind of what we've got. Now, we actually ran out of the canisters over the weekend, but Tupperware has been able to procure an additional quantity. It's 4,500, but that's 4,500 for the US and Canada. And, we've sold double that in the first 3 days. So they're not going to probably last. And if you have folks who want those canisters, you do need to get those submitted now. If they're part of a party that you haven't closed yet, have them do their orders on the website. This is one of those times when it's really better to encourage people to place their order on the website instead of letting you do it in the back office, unless you're getting ready to close the party or you're doing your own order, which once again, I recommend with things like this, you place an order every day, even if that means you go do it on your personal website. You pay full price when you do that, but you get your 25% commission back on Pay Quicker. So you're going to be you're going to get your money, but then that order can count for your party. That's the other key thing. The Silverware bowl set, we are now at about, we have about 30% of the original quantity left that we have. So it is very likely the Silverware bowls will sell out tomorrow. By the end of tomorrow, they probably will not last until Wednesday night. So once again, if you have people that are wanting these, either put in an order as a group order today, put in a group order as it is tomorrow, or just send people to your website to place those. We also have an amazing assortment of other products, including those classic mix and store pitchers. I also will tell you that those are selling huge. There were several people who did pre-sales of those throughout the country. One director that I know actually had orders for over 100 of those before it even opened. So it's just, and once again, a lot of that depends on your clientele, how big a reach you have, how many followers you have on your business page. So this is why we're giving you this training tonight on how to use Facebook better so that you can expand your reach, so that you have all these customers. But I know that, this is going to be, it's probably going to sell out before the end of the month. So once again, really, if you're going to promote that, promote it now, but also pick some of these other great items that we have to work with. Meal prep with the set on the top, your chip and dip for all of your parties, Cinco de Mayo, all that. That's a huge, wonderful price for that. The cold brew, coffee carafe, and all the different recipes for that. And of course, our micro pro grill and mandolin. And don't be afraid to demonstrate some of our bigger ticket items, because because they are huge. And I wanted to give you just a real quick recipe. I'm going to kind of walk you through how you can do a demo with this. I'm not going to be able to show you the finished product because we're not going to have time tonight, but I'm going to have to run over to Studio B. So I'm going to let Charlie handle flipping this over. So Charlie, if you will go ahead and put it into Studio. All right, so, hang on. All right, here I am, I'm back. Okay, so guys, this is such an easy recipe. And if you have both of these products, then you definitely can do this and show it to everybody. If you don't have both of them, then, you use what you have. And if you don't have either one of them, you can, I will do another little quick video with this, or you can use some of the ones that Tupperware has, but this is so easy. All right, so we're going to be using our mandolin. Here, some things that you need to know about the mandolin. Number one, it is one of the safest mandolins on the market for you to use. Folds up easily, has a guard that fits on the bottom with both of your blades. There is a wavy blade and there is a straight blade. We're going to be using the straight blade for this tonight. When it is closed completely, there's a little guide right here. You make sure that this little guide, whoops, they read this way, is on the 0 over here so that you know it's closed. All right, because then you can't cut yourself right here. So when you're ready to use it, I typically go and use it with my left hand. I open up the bottom and I have it here. I set my blade for the height that I want. If I'm doing slices or if I'm doing dices, there's 2 different blades for that. For slicing, it's going to be just this one, the first one, and you just turn it to whatever size you want. If you are going to do cubes, then you have a second blade and it comes up right here. Can y'all see that in the middle? It comes up and goes just like that. Great. All right, so that's what you would do. I'll quickly show you how to do a dice in case you've never seen this. You're going to take whatever you're cutting. I've got a potato, and you're going to take your potato. I usually cut them in half so that it easily fits on my guard. Please always use the guard. The number one reason people cut their fingers off with mandolins is they don't use a guard, and a lot of mandolins don't come with a guard. There is a fancy little silicone glove you can get that's going to help prevent that from happening, but hey, you don't need to worry about it. Okay, so here's how we do it. If we're going to do a dice, you've got your potato attached just like this. You're going to go backwards. So I've actually got my potato between the blade and the little forks that stick up. You go backwards. So I go up, then you turn the potato and you go down. Then you go up and you turn and go down. And you actually start to do, once you do this a little bit, you get a rhythm that you can do it just like I kind of go like this. And when you do that, look at this. Diced potatoes. How cool is that, right? Let me put that down real quick. All right, so now I've got my diced potatoes. This would be great for doing hash browns. It's great for when you're making soup. What I always like to do with my potatoes before I do that is I'm going to take them and I'm just going to soak them in water. I usually like to soak them for at least 15 minutes. What that does is get some of the starch out of them, and that will make them, get crunchier. If you're baking them, it's gonna, if you're frying them, it makes those real fun, fluffy French fries as well. All right, now this is actually, that was not my recipe that I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna make the recipe for you, okay? So I'm gonna put this on about a 5 hot width. It's not super thin, it's not super thick. If you wanna do potato chips, you can easily do potato chips with this too. And you just do them on the finest one and you just run them through it. You can do the wavy fries also. And then you drop them into your hot oil. If you have a little baby fryer, it's
fantastic. I've done those at parties. We just dust them with a little of our chipotle seasonings that we make up, or our garlic, simply garlic seasonings that we make up, and everybody loves those. But I'm going to do a super easy baked potato gratin is really what it is. So I've set my thing on about a 4. It's kind of a small, once again, another potato, and then I'm just going to go back and forth just like this. Okay, and now I have my potato all done. Then I'm going to take an onion, and I'm going to do exactly the same thing. I've got my onion all ready. I'm going to run it. I'm just going to do some slices of onion just like that. Okay, so now I have my onion down here, and I have everything cut. Close your blade before you put it aside. Take your MicroPro grill. MicroPro grill is that amazing metal grill that goes in the microwave, and it has the nonstick finish. It will get to 450 degrees in 90 seconds. So it works really fantastic for that. Now what I will do is I'm going to take my potatoes, and I'm going to use this silicone ring. Silicone ring is normally an accessory that you purchase to go with it. This is so exciting because we just dropped the price on our MicroPro grill from $309 to $219. Guys, that's almost $100 less, $90 less. And we're offering it as an introductory back special, $219, not only for the MicroPro grill, but they get the ring and they get 2 of my favorite utensils. This is our little tongs. They open up, store flat, and then they hook back together. They can go into anything hot and pick it up as well. All right, so we've got that. Now what I will do is I normally will take and I will just either toss my potatoes in a little bit of olive oil, or I'll just put a teeny bit in the bottom. And actually, the only reason I do that, I just put a couple drops because I want to get actually that flavoring on it, and then I just take my potato and rub it around to get it on the bottom of my thing. Then I'm going to take all my potatoes and I'm going to start layering them around just like this. Okay, so you'll see I'm just putting them in there like that, and then I'm going to do a layer of onion, and then another layer of potato, and another layer of onion. And I'll do this, you know, until it's all finished and done. Okay, so depending on how thick or thin, I'm going to cut up, I could cut up a little bit more potato and put it in there, but it'll be just like this. And then what I'm going to do is put this in the oven setting, and I'm going to stick it in the microwave, and I'm going to let it cook for about 8 minutes. Okay, I'm going to put it in there for about 8 minutes. It's going to do that. I'm going to take it out, and then I'm going to put a little bit of seasoning on. I don't like to put the seasoning on earlier. I'll put the seasoning on it. I'll check to see how they're looking, and then maybe stick them back in there for a couple of minutes. And then to finish it off, what I'm going to do is take some grated cheese. I'm going to use a smoked Gouda and a Parmesan, and I'm going to put that over the top. And of course, the whole thing gets drizzled with a little more olive oil, just like that, to finish it off as it's, because it'll get nice and crispy. It takes about 10 minutes for all the potatoes to get done, and then put the cheese on it and heat it up, and you've got this amazing potatoes au gratin. So it's super simple, super easy. It uses 2 premium products that are on special this month, and of course it's going to blow the mind of all of your customers, right? So that's my quick and easy recipe for you guys. We're going to flip back over to Studio One, and we're going to finish up here in just a couple of minutes.
Oh, I am back. Okay, back in Studio One here, guys, for us to finish up everything with all the great products. There is no reason why we can't have a fantastic close to this week, and of course continue on with that 70 parties every week and hitting that goal that we have of 35,000 every single week for the month. This week, of course, with $250 in sales, you are going to get your amazing tiny treasure package, 20 items for $8. That's a fantastic offer. Plus, you are in the midst of a 2-week challenge where you're going to get the absolutely gorgeous ice prism set. This is one of my absolute favorites. I got my very first ice prism set from our CEO, Rick Goings, when we went to Hong Kong. Charlie and I qualified as one of the tops in the world and got to go to Hong Kong with him. And he gifted that to us. And I've used that set over and over. And I've had people come to my house and it's on the table. And, you know, I've got some real crystal bowls on the table and people don't know it's plastic. They think it's, you know, Waterford crystal. It's that pretty. So you definitely want to get your set of this, that you can get up to 4 of these. So with your 2,000 in personal sales, I have a feeling Aubree is going to claim 4 of these this month. I mean, this week, these 2 weeks, because she's already on pace for that. All right, we also have our monthly challenge where you can get that great little ring light. In fact, that's the one I'm using with our studio in Studio 2, going our Studio B over there. And you also get the little holder. And then with 5,000 in sales, you get to add that incredible laptop holder and speaker. So you can rock out wherever you are and play your music and have fun. And of course, think about this, with that 500 in sales you're going to have in these 2 weeks, that's $125 in your pocket. With that $2,500 you're going to have for the month, you know, that's going to be $625 with your 25% commission, but you're going to add to that $150 bonus. So really and truly, you know, that's going to turn your earnings up to over almost $800. And for that $5,000 that you're going to sell this month, guys, put that in perspective too. You know, $5,000, if you do 10 parties, 2 parties a week, there's 5 weeks, you do that, you are going to make, okay, $1,250 with your 25%, but you get a $500 bonus. So guys, you're going to make $1,750 while you're holding your parties and, you know, this month, and you're going to get all the gifts that you've seen as well. So what are you waiting for? This is the month to make big things happen. And for all of our managers, there's no reason for you not to hit your numbers for the month and get paid at title, because you will get absolutely free one of these amazing kit bags from our president, Peter Swanepoel. Now, one of the things that I wanted to put out there is that, you know, this is why you want to be a manager. This is why you want to go ahead and start building a team, because when Tupperware does exclusive offers just for managers, you want to be in the works to get those things, right? How many of you want a rolling kit bag like that? I know you do. Go ahead and put it in the comments. I know you want a rolling kit bag. All right, so here's the deal. I'm going to look and see if I have a rolling kit bag. I'm not sure if I have one or not. But what I do have are kit bags, like Tupperware branded bags that you can put your products in and carry in places with you. You could use it as a duffel bag when you go on a trip, whatever. And for every single new manager that steps up this month, you will get a kit bag from me, a logoed kit bag. It won't be the wheelie ones because I don't have one of those for everybody, but I will give everybody a kit bag that steps up this month. Meanwhile, all of our managers paid at title are going to get their rolling kit bag. So there is no reason for us not to have a fantastic month. What do you think? I think so. I think we can do it. And in the process, you're also going to have a chance to win a weekend at the beach. Here at my house, in our beach house, Charlie and I have a second home, and this is Magic Moments because this is where the magic happens. And one of the reasons we named it that is because, you know, life is about the moments that we spend. It's not about the things. And so this is really what this place is for. It's for a place to build memories that last. Those magical moments that we all have. And that's what it's all about. So and this will be for you to use for you and your family or friends, whoever you want to do. The only thing is you can't have any keg parties and, you know, go wild. But other than that, I'm just kidding. It is a 5-bedroom house, so you'll have plenty of room. And of course, you will be able to select the date that you want to come. So everybody who sells $2,500 and has at least one recruit for the month will go into a drawing, and that one person will win my house for the weekend, for 4 days, 3 nights. And, you know, I can't wait for you to experience this amazing place, Holding Beach. All right, we have a brand new Jubilee fundraiser. And it is an apron. You've asked for it. We brought it to you. It's only $26, which includes shipping. And the Venmo is Hooray Jubilee. There is a link for you to fill out, a Google link. It is also on our Hooray page. So grab that link so you can order yours, and start being proud out loud wherever you go. All right. So as we close tonight, I want to share with you one last quote. And winning does not always mean coming in first. Real victory is arriving at the finish line with no regrets, because you know you've gone all out. So at the very beginning, we talked about, the incredible potential that's in each and every one of you. And the thing you want to do is show up every day with the intention of utilizing what you have at your disposal and doing the best that you can do, because there's no competition with anyone else. It's only with you. But the key is we don't want to regret what we didn't do because we sat here and worried about what we couldn't do. So I want you guys to see yourself on May 31st, and just looking back over what you've accomplished in the 5 weeks of this month and say, I am good. And you're going to celebrate the fact that you had your best month of the year, maybe your best month ever. And you made the money that you set out to make, and you achieved things that you never believed you could achieve. That's really and truly what it's all about. So I want to thank you guys for being on with us this evening. It's always our pleasure to be here with you. Tomorrow night, don't forget, we have After Hours. It's something new that our directors are doing, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Join Director Shannon Daniel as she is getting ready for all her posts and things that she's doing for the week. She's going to share with you what she's doing, and you can take advantage of all of that. So thanks, everybody. Good evening.
Them like to move it, move. I'm going to say them. Them like to move it, move.